going on, everybody? We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to cover some news because there's a lot of craziness happening. So thanks for following the Twitter. If you're not following, make sure you're following. That's where I'm interacting with everybody and posting mostly updates and memes and a lot of good stuff. So really quickly, let's just get into some stuff. So MicroStrategy's liquidated. This has been the talk of the town right now. For those of you who don't know, MicroStrategies is this gentleman right here, Michael Saylor, diamond hands, laser eyes, Bitcoin maxi to the very end. This guy. For those of you who don't know, MicroStrategies has been all for Bitcoin. They have been hammering Bitcoin for a while now. But more importantly, they did something that I would never tell anyone and their mother to do, but they took a loan to buy Bitcoin. So they took a huge loan to buy Bitcoin, which is essentially, for lack of a better term, they're leverage trading without not doing it as raw as me and you would do it as like a 100x on a platform, but they took a loan, right? So at this point in time, they're getting margin calls, right? Hey, Michael, you're negative this much. We're going to need you to add to this in order to cover you or give yourself some wiggle room. As far as I know, he did not. And that led to a giant liquidation of $103 million. Um, and it's going to continue because, as far as we know, his liquidation point is 21K, and we're still sitting at around what 22K, right? So he liquidated a little bit, took some pressure off, but overall, if Michael Saylor was following this channel, he knew we were coming down to 21K. He knows that we're theorizing a possible 16K if he's watching our channel. If not, then he's screwed. We're going to keep going. So the next thing everyone's talking about is Celsius. So if you don't know what Celsius is, Celsius was a Bitcoin buy, trade, and lend platform. The lending got a little sketch. I never participated in it. The rates are always too high. Anything, I know people aren't going to like to hear this, but generally speaking, anything above what the banks are offering you is too good to be true. I'm sorry, it is. Every once in a while, yeah, one of them works out, one of them pays out well, and you could get in, you can get out, you could do okay. Eventually, they all collapse, and I'm just gonna twist the knife here a little bit and say, I told you, strong people, I told you all. A virtual node that does nothing is a scam. Okay, so let me make that very clear again. I know all these node projects are coming up there. Polar, Spring, Angel. There's so many. There's one every single day. Let me make this very clear. A virtual node does nothing, provides no value to a network, and is a scam. If somebody tells you, give me $1,000 and I will give you this node that'll pay out 10 of my token every single day, and my token is valued at $100, you can bet your ass that token is not going to stay valued at $100. It's going to drop every single day, and they're all going to pop. I don't care if you're 6 months in, I don't care if you're a year in. Those are scams. They're all going to die. They do nothing. So, to everyone that was laughing at me with strong nodes, who's laughing now? So, sorry, don't mean to twist the knife there a little bit, but let's just make that very clear. Um, moving on now. So, Celsius has been adding to their position so that they don't get liquidated. Their new liquidation price is around $16,000. Now that's still not good because, like we said, we think we're going down to $16,000, and we've had this mark since November. This isn't something that we've never moved these lines. This is a line that we've had here since November. Let me go get a box here. Um, get a rectangle. Where's the rectangle guy? There he is, rectangle. So we'll take a little rectangle. This is our zone, right? Our zone is right in there. Like 19 to 15.7. It's sloppy, but it's in there. That's our zone. So again, this isn't moving the goalpost. This is what we've been looking at since November when we sold our top, right? We sold out right here. November, we were out. We were deuces, 69K, sold everything. Said we're only playing shorts from this point on, right? We said we're not doing nothing till we touch this line. Excuse me. Generally speaking, that range box, not maybe not the line so much, but the range box. So that's what we want. We want something in there, and we're not getting it. So yeah. So this is to me this is still scary. 16. This isn't enough. Celsius needs to continue to add. They need to cover if they want to be safe. They need to cover down to 10K. This is crypto, right? Things go very very fast and very very quickly. Um, so moving on from Celsius, because this is bad. Celsius is bad. For those of you who don't know, there's a giant section of Canadian pension funds that paid into one of the rounds of funding here. So this is playing with other people's money, sadly other people's retirement. So that's not good. That's not good. Moving on here to this gentleman, a dying nobody. So this is, I believe, his second account. I think David Schwartz was following his first account. The first account got banned, so now it's Dying Nobody with a zero, I believe. The twit longer is still the same. This is the hacker who says that he has hacked all these Telegram chats and he is going to be releasing all of this 137.21 gigabytes of data. Apparently, there's some real heinous stuff in here and it's going to absolutely like rock the crypto market. I do not recommend jumping and downloading this on June 15th, right? You got to be realistic here, and this is something specifically targeting crypto people, specifically being like, "Hey crypto bros, download this," right? So caution to the wind. If you're somebody that has like a virtual private machine, you know what you're doing. You can risk like blowing up a virtual machine somewhere that's not going to screw up your crypto. Then yeah, okay, fine, you could take the chance. But for the majority of us, no, I'm gonna wait for somebody else to download it, go through it, and then tell me if there's anything worthwhile in there. And that comes out tomorrow on the 15th. So that's another big milestone there. Um, this is the address. So apparently they're going to embed a transaction here. So everyone's been messaging this blockchain. Everyone's been messaging. That's the wrong button. But everyone's been trying to send messages to this. I was reading some of the transactions. People have been signing transactions, trying to get in contact with this person. Just essentially trying to figure out if this is real, right? The only reason why I gave a little bit of credit to it in the beginning is because I saw David Schwartz was following, so I said, huh, that's interesting. Maybe David Schwartz knew about the Telegram exploit or heard, like saw the way or heard how the Telegram exploit was done and thought, oh yeah, that's possible. So I gave it a little more, credit than most people. Going on now, we are still voting for the NFT update, and what's really weird is this was at 61% yesterday, so I don't know what has changed, but we're looking for 80%. So this is the vote to add the NFTs onto the ledger, the version 1.1.9 for the XLS 20 update. As you could see, Ripple and a lot of other people have already voted yes. XRP Scan, a lot of other places have voted yes, but there are still a lot of these that have not. So here's a really good example as to why XRP is not centralized. Ripple has voted yes. Ripple says yes, we would like to update the XRP ledger with NFT capability. But here we are, and the vote's been on now for a couple weeks, and it still hasn't passed because we need 80% of the ledger, and Ripple does not control these validators, right? Some of these are owned by universities. This is a university, right? This one right here. Oh, that's not going to work. But that's a university. There's another one here that I saw that was a university. But a bunch of Waterloo. Here we go. This one. Oh, there we go. Right? University of Waterloo. Ripple doesn't own this. They're doing blockchain research at this university. They're running a Ripple validator or an XRP validator, sorry, at this university to do blockchain research. But Ripple doesn't own it. Ripple can't call them up and say, "Hey man, you're slowing us down, flip over." BitTrue, sorry, BitTrue hasn't voted yet, right? So there are these entities that have yet to vote. And this is a great example for people that sit there and say the XRP ledger is centralized. It's not. Ripple does not have control. Yeah, Ripple does pick the validators, or sorry, does pick the UNL list, which is like the basically the validators that they recommend everybody should trust, but you don't have to use that list. You can use whatever validators you choose to trust. Now, if you choose to use another validator and they do some malicious activity affecting the XRP price and your project gets affected by that, that's your choice, right? The list that Ripple has chosen have a really good track record for a very long time. So Ripple says, hey, great, you've clearly done nothing malicious for the last 8 years. We're going to allow you, we're not allow you, we're going to say that we believe that you will continue to do nothing malicious for the next 8 years. So that's really interesting. Um, so this is some more Celsius news, right? We really don't want Celsius to get liquidated. It's really bad. It's a lot of money being taken out of the crypto market, but more importantly, like I think this is the first time where there's pensions in crypto that are at risk. I think for the most part, pensions have been participating in like the crypto ETFs and that type of stuff. I think this is the first time there's a pension fund that has direct exposure to Bitcoin itself. So this drastic move here is really hurting them. Um, but yeah, like we said, guys, we said volatility in this range. We were off. This should have been here, right? That would have been perfect, but we didn't do that, so we're not gonna pretend that we nailed it. We missed it by a little bit, but we did say, hey, we're gonna get a range of crazy volatility, and then we're gonna break down to first target. We're gonna break down to second target, and then only from at least here can we start becoming bullish again. Now, again, I still think we do like a little whoop, whoop, up, down, retest, down, and then maybe BART in and around this 20K line for a little bit. That's okay. Again, I don't need to hammer hit the 16. It doesn't have to play out exactly as I want, but but we were looking at these measure moves, and sure enough, we pretty much almost had it. Right? I still think we got a little bit more to go. Maybe not to complete the measure move, but just to complete this 20K touch, right? I think we hit that 20K, nice mental number. People got some stop losses, people got some bots in there. The exchanges know that. They push it a little bit farther to that nice 18, 16,000, and everyone at 20K gets liquidated. All the exchanges make a lot of money. MicroStrategies goes bust. Celsius unfortunately also goes bust. Crypto looks super bloody and full of fear. And the industry people get to buy up all the coins that they like. The ones that I believe they like are ISO 20022 compliant projects, but I can't say for sure, right? That's just the projects that I'm buying now at this new bottom. Like I said, I'm still going to be buying some Bitcoin, but I am avoiding Ethereum just because I believe Ethereum is next in the SEC crosshairs. So that's it from me, everybody. Please don't take any of this as financial advice. Always do your own research. I just like to share my thoughts and opinions, and more people have been encouraging me to share them publicly, so that's what I'm doing. Please give me any feedback. Let me know what you think of this kind of video, if you like this more, if you think I should just be sticking to the charts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.